guys, welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about vulnerability and empathy. I think empathy and vulnerability are two very important aspects for to develop any healthy relationship. And basically, vulnerability is being able to show to show to others or through identity. Sometimes a little it can be a little hard, a little risky, being so vulnerable. Some people are, but being vulnerable, it allows us to actually express or through identity, express our feelings. It actually helps us to grow as human beings, because once we are living in our heart space, we can actually be transparent and have that transparency um, in any type of relationship. So once we allow others to see us for who we actually are, it makes any type of relationship better. So being vulnerable, it allows us also to connect with other people's emotions just when we are aware or of our own state of our own emotional state. Is just at the point when we are actually able to connect with others people emotions. And when we are able to actually open ourselves up and allow others to connect with us in a deep level, it's just at that moment when we are actually perceiving the other people point of view, the other people, we can relate to someone. So let's say, I'm gonna have an example. Let's say someone falls in a deep hole and this person is there, and you're looking at this person and you are out of the hole and you are talking to this person and you are saying to this person, oh, I see you are in this hole, or I can relate to the situation that you are right now because I had an accident like that before, or I know it's dark down there, and please don't panic too much, or take a deep breath. And you are actually connecting with this person. Or you can, let's say you don't have that connection, you're not vulnerable enough, and you don't have this empathy towards this person. You can say something like, oh, I see, oh, you fell into the hole, oh, I can't believe it, oh, sorry, do you want a sandwich, do you want a drink, so it's like more superficial. So being vulnerable at the same time is connecting to having empathy, because once you are living in your true identity, with your expressing your own feelings, your own emotions, you're able to have empathy for others. And empathy is so important and is so necessary for any type of relationship, even for any type of business. When we are able, let's say, we are able to connect with our co-workers, we are able to show empathy towards our customers, clients, or whatever. It's gonna be easier to build bridges instead of burning them, because we have a connection and we can actually see where the other person is coming from. So let's say you're trying to sell some pills to lose weight, and you're trying to convince this person to get to buy your product. So if you just go ahead and tell your customer, you say, oh, you really are overweight, you really need to, just start preaching to them and say you really have to lose weight, you're fat, you are out of shape or whatever, and these pills are gonna help you to lose weight. So that's a very superficial way to actually get the customer to buy your product. But instead of doing that, you actually ask your customer or ask your client to tell you about their own personal story, and you allow your client to open up to you and explain to you why do you want to lose weight. So this person is gonna start telling you, it's gonna start building that bridge, it's gonna start building that deep connection, that trust. So it's gonna tell you, okay, I wanna lose weight because I wanna be healthy, I wanna look better, I wanna, so many different things. So then you can relate and you can say, oh well, that's excellent, I'm happy that this is your goal, and just start connecting. So it's so important to build this bridge and show empathy and show vulnerability to others people's emotions. It helps you to succeed in any type of business, in any type of relationship, in any type of whatever you're planning to do. You gotta combine these two aspects and make them work. It's actually it's gonna be actually be helping you to actually grow your business or to improve any type of relationship. Now, how can we actually get into this state where we are actually being vulnerable? Where I know that sometimes some people don't like being vulnerable because they feel like they are actually exposing themselves too much to any type of situations or to any other people, and they feel they have to be protective and defensive about it. And I can definitely sometimes relate to that because I mean, in my journey, I learned that I have to sometimes to live in my heart space. We all in some, in any situation, we actually let the ego, you know, just speak for us. And then it's when we start burning bridges between us and other people. But as much we actually accept our emotions, accept how we feel, accept all this, accept our true identity, is gonna help us to be more vulnerable and to actually let people know how we are. And that's a beautiful thing because we are not living with a mask on our face. We are actually letting others see us for who we are, and we all are amazing in many different ways. So how can we actually improve this state of vulnerability and empathy towards others? We have to be mindful of the present moment. Once we are mindful on the present moment, it's just it's just when we are mindful of living the present moment that we actually focus all our energy in how we're feeling and how others are feeling. So we can develop mindfulness with meditation, with yoga practices. All these things are gonna allow us to actually live in a heart space and connect with others in a different deep level. So mindfulness is so important. Live on the present moment, and it's amazing when we can actually live the full experience instead of just rushing to life, rushing, and let's say we are eating. I have seen many times when you go to a restaurant, everyone is on the phone, and I love, my smartphone, and I love connecting and looking at videos and many different things, but sometimes you lose that connection and you lose that mindfulness, and you don't live in the present moment because you are multitasking and you are not aware of the subtle signals that other people are sending you. Subtle signals like how they're feeling. It's so important to be connected with our family's friend or and co-workers in a deeper level, because it allows us again to build these bridges that is gonna actually help us to cultivate that that transparency, cultivate um, that vulnerability and that empathy that I believe is so important to overcome guilt, shame, and other things. Because once you actually face your fears, if you are actually have fears, or you feel guilt, or you feel shame of insecurities, or letting people know how you feel or how you are, every time when you practice mindfulness and living in the present moment, is gonna allow you to overcome these fears of shame, guilt, and so on. So that's my message to you guys. I hope you guys find this helpful, and I hope you guys can cultivate these two aspects that I believe are so important for any type of relationship, and just to be transparent and be connected with our true identity. And if you guys like my message, please like my video, comment, and subscribe. And I really appreciate you taking your time to watch this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.